Today, let's look at some big red elementary school pencils. Hello everyone. Today we're just going to take a brief look at some pencils from the past and a few that are still manufactured that were marketed to school children, elementary and, kindergarten, first grade, in that age range. And these are fat beginner's pencils. I've already expressed my affinity for the Ticonderoga Laddie, which is a pencil in that vein, as is the Ticonderoga Beginner's Pencil. These are in classic yellow and green with pink eraser Ticonderoga colors, recognizable to every school child and anyone who was once a school child. And I like these both very much, especially the Laddie. Something about the formulation of the graphite is just right in my book. And the size is in that Cinderella range, just a little bit bigger than the standard pencil. Here's a standard Ticonderoga. The Laddie is just a little bit thicker than that. Just perfect for my taste. But today, the ones we're looking at from my cigar box collection of larger than average pencils are a series that are similarly painted to be this attractive red color, I guess maybe to draw the attention of a young child, get them interested in the pencil and in writing. The first one here is one that is still manufactured and I purchased locally at a teacher supply store. And I think I've talked about these before in the past. It's a sort of a triangular pencil called the Tri-Rex. This was manufactured originally by the Richard Best Company, and you can still find those on eBay and such. But Moon Products out of Tennessee purchased the rights to that pencil and has been manufacturing it to the same specifications as near as I can tell, and still makes this. There's a slightly smaller blue version as well, but today we're focusing on red pencils. And this is another one of my favorites, a very stout pencil with sort of a triangular shape. It's more of a triangle with the corners cut off, so it's like a sort of a hex shape with 3 short sides and 3 long sides. It's not going to stay up because it's a triangle. Next we have a series of 3 classic round pencils. Patriotic Semester by Venus. It's product number 340. Here we have Impressed in the Wood, something that's hard to see probably for you. USA Bonded. As I said, a round pencil, still in this handsome red. No eraser, no painted end, no ferrule or cap of any type. I'm not sure what Patriotic Semester means, but its unusual name is part of its charm, I think. The next one, this one seems very Laddie sized to me, so it's intriguing for that reason. The Columnist by the Linton Pencil Company, whose wording on it is similar enough to Moon Products that I wonder if they weren't somehow related. I don't believe Linton exists any longer, and in fact I don't know that I've ever seen another Linton pencil. It's hard to say. I don't know if my exposure is right here. Let me adjust that. So Columnist we have in script, bonded checking lead. There's an L, must be their Their logo for Linton Pencil Company. Maybe they died out because their logo is kind of boring. Who knows? Number 888. Again, no eraser, no ferrule. Um, the painting is a little more precise here. It almost looks as if they painted it and then cut it to length, because there's no paint over on the edges as we see in the... Actually, that one's really well done too. Maybe they sand the edges, and they don't do that step anymore, as you see with a modern Tri-Rex. So the Patriotic Semester and the Columnist. Next we have the Wallace Apprentice, model 255. It says medium here. I assume that represents HB, kind of a medium hardness or medium darkness on the lead. Again, bonded. Wallace Company also no longer in existence, and they are kind of known for naming their pencils these really masculine and martial kinds of names, Invader and such like. So this is a pretty tame name. I guess Invader isn't appropriate for school children, for kindergartners, although I guess that's debatable. I've known some kindergarten teachers and they might disagree with that. No end dip here. Can't get it to focus on there. You can see that. No eraser, no ferrule. That one came pre-sharpened just like that. I know that because I have a few others. And then my more recent acquisition that I reviewed very recently, the Apsara. This is the only one of these pencils that were not manufactured in America. This is Indian made, Apsara Jumbo writing pencil, and I reviewed this. Very much like it. It's a very dark writing pencil. These two, the Patriotic Semester and the Columnist, I have not yet tried. I look forward to doing that. I'm going to sharpen them up right now and just give them a little try. Okay, before bringing out the paper, I wanted to point out a couple things. I have swapped out the Tri-Rex with a similar Tri-Rex. The printing is a little different on the one I had already sharpened, and this one has the ferrule and eraser attached. I figure the core is probably similar enough that it's still fair to compare. I've also added a pencil that somehow made it out of my... I'm not sure why I'm gesturing with this. Let's get a Ticonderoga for pointing. This other J.R. Moon Pencil Company pencil, the Big Dipper, the big has been sharpened off of it, but it has a ferrule very similar to the Tri-Rex here, but it's a very fat pencil. This one I believe belongs to my son, so I'm borrowing it for the purpose of this video. Let us set these big pencils aside, and we'll just briefly run through them. This one I have tried before recently on camera, so no big surprises here. Big, fat, soft core. Let's go to the Wallace Apprentice next. This handsome silver foil. Got a lot of different things going on there. Wallace bonded, Apprentice USA 255 medium. Feels a little bit scratchier than the Apsara I just compared it with, but most American pencils do feel scratchier compared to their Indian counterparts. Let's throw in this Big Dipper J.R. Moon. Maybe a little less scratchy than the Wallace, but still not quite as smooth as the Apsara. Tri-Rex I've used many, many times. I think it's in the little intro clip on my videos. This also is, this just says Moon Products, so let's do that. Doesn't seem as dark as the other ones to me, although maybe it's just a slightly duller tip. I didn't put a fresh point on it. Eager to try this Columnist. Never tried a Lenten pencil before. Oh. Nice. Kind of want to keep writing with that one. I don't know why they went out of business. That's a nice, smooth pencil. That's probably my favorite of the bunch so far. And then we'll try the Patriotic Semester by Venus. Venus makes some quality stuff, or made when they were still manufacturing pencils. They did a lot of artist supplies and such. Patriotic Semester 340. It almost seems like a foreign name that they've translated into English and it didn't quite translate. Patriotic Semester. Like how my handwriting's getting sloppier and sloppier as I go. This one also is quite smooth. I would compare that one to the Apsara. They're very similar in feel. Sounds a little scratchier, but softness I would say is comparable. But in terms of a smooth writer, this Columnist is impressive. And the size, I think I said, is very similar to the Laddie, which is my default favorite fat pencil. And since I don't make the Columnist anymore, it still will stay probably my favorite go-to big boy pencil. Little kid big boy pencil. This Columnist. Not super dark, but it's very smooth. Yeah, I could get used to that. I have a few of these. I think I'll put this into regular rotation for what little writing I actually do for work and such, scribbling notes to myself mostly. I think I'll use this a little more frequently. That is a nice pencil. And what I like about the Laddie size, although I don't know that this, I can say the same for this, the Laddie will fit in this Deli sharpener just barely, and you can sharpen up the Laddie that way. I don't know that this will, I think it's just a hair too big for that, and that's a darn shame. I do have a wall-mounted sharpener that it will work for, so not overly concerned that I won't be able to sharpen it, but it would have been nice if I could put a really long point on it from that. Let's go ahead and line these up again one last time because they're so beautiful. All that red. Any of you that watch this that like fat pencils, is there one that you don't see here, currently manufactured or historic, that maybe I should seek out and try? I like a good, big, thick, fat pencil. And yeah, let me know. Put in the comments if there's something that you like to use. I have lots of others that I've shared some of recently, but today we're focusing on these beautiful red pencils. Thanks for coming along as I tried these out. Hope you enjoyed it a little bit. Come back and visit, see what I'm doing next. Watch the kinds of videos that you like and like the ones that you watch. And I hope to see you here next time.